Listen and practice.
Perry and Lily are brother and sister. They are from the same family, but they are very different. Perry likes reading books, but he doesn't like watching TV. Lily watches TV every night, but she doesn't like reading books. She reads the newspaper. Perry likes Chinese food, and he drinks a lot of coffee. Lily drinks tea, and she doesn't like Chinese food. She eats a lot of Mexican food. Perry likes listening to classical music. Lily listens to jazz. She likes playing jazz piano. Perry and Lily are very different, but they feel the same about one thing. They're happy to be brother and sister.
Listen and practice. My name is Mike. I'm from the U.S., but I moved to Hungary 2 years ago. I left home because I got a job in Budapest. I teach science at a university. 6 months ago, I met a beautiful woman named Maria. Maria grew up in Budapest, but she went to college in the States. It was very surprising to meet someone who spoke my language so well. We began to go out, and we fell in love. 2 weeks ago, on a Saturday night, I asked Maria to marry me. She was surprised, but she said yes. Now, we are engaged. 2 years ago, I came to Hungary for a job. Now, I'm staying because I met Maria. Isn't life interesting? Listen and practice.
Phil Johnson is 23 years old. He's a bus driver and a student. He's very busy. On weekdays, he gets up at 6 o'clock in the morning and goes to work at 6:30. He usually has breakfast in the car. He works all day. He always has lunch from 12 to 12:30 in the afternoon. He usually buys a sandwich in the center of town. He leaves work at 4 in the afternoon and goes to school. He has school from 5 to 8 p.m. He gets home at 8:30 in the evening, and then he has dinner and does homework. He goes to bed at 11.
Listen and practice.
Last summer, I went on vacation to Argentina. I went with my brother Josh. We had a great time. It was summer in the US, but winter in Argentina. So we brought lots of warm clothes. We loved Buenos Aires. It's a fantastic city. We saw a tango dancing show and went to the market on Sunday. We also visited many museums and ate a lot of meat. The restaurants were great. Then we went to Mendoza. We went skiing in the Andes Mountains and saw Mount Aconcagua, the tallest mountain in North and South America. It was amazing.
Listen and practice.
Hello, my name is Daniela Delgado. I'm from Brazil. This is a photo of my family. Our house is in Sao Paulo. This is my sister. Her name is Isabella, and she's 24. She's a nurse. This is my brother. His name is Davi, and he's 29. He's a businessman. This is my mother. Her name is Adriana, and she's 54. She's a sales assistant. This is my father. His name is Alonzo, and he's 60. He's a doctor. My family is fantastic.
Listen and practice.
I think I need a new job. My boss criticizes me about my work all the time. He even accused me of taking ideas from my coworkers. My coworker Bob discussed my ideas with our boss, and he told my boss they were his ideas. I don't discuss my ideas with anyone now. People in the office gossip all the time, too. They whisper when the boss or any of the managers walk by. I complained to Human Resources, but they said they couldn't do anything. The manager suggested I apply for a job in another office in the next town. She promised to recommend me to the manager there.
Listen and practice.
People enjoy making fun of my phobia. I'm afraid of snakes. I think my phobia surprises people because I'm a big guy. But if I see a snake, or even a picture of a snake, I just freak out. And I can't imagine being in the same room as a snake. Last year, one of my coworkers put a picture of a snake on my computer. I didn't see the picture when I first walked to my desk, but then I turned to use my computer and I saw it. I remember suddenly feeling really sick. I tried to run, but my feet wouldn't move. I tried to scream, but there was no sound. My co-workers all knew about the joke, but they quickly started to feel like it wasn't a joke to me. Bill managed to get the picture off my computer, and Cynthia offered to take me on a walk. My co-workers promised never to scare me like that again. Big guys get scared too.
Listen and practice.
Do you know the sun makes wind? Wind is air that moves. In the sky, there's air. The sun makes the air warm. Warm air goes up into the sky. In the sky, it's very cold, so the air gets cold. When the air is cold, it goes down again. Wind blows. A breeze is wind that blows slowly. A breeze can blow flags in the sky. Some winds blow fast. A hurricane is wind that blows very fast. When there's a hurricane, people are scared. A hurricane can blow down trees and houses.
Listen and practice.
When it's sunny, people can get hot. Many buildings have windows with shutters. When it's sunny, the shutters stop the heat and light going in the buildings. Then people in the buildings don't get hot. When it's sunny, many people wear a hat. Then their head doesn't get hot. When it's rainy, people can get wet. Buildings have roofs. The rain falls off the roofs and it doesn't go in the buildings. Then people in the buildings don't get wet. When it's rainy, many people use an umbrella. Then they don't get wet. What do you do when it's rainy and when it's sunny?
Listen and practice.
In the Arctic and the Antarctic, it's very cold and dry. A lot of the water is ice or snow. There are no trees. Plants can't grow in these places. There's white ice and snow everywhere. There aren't many animals in the Arctic and the Antarctic. There are no leaves, fruit, or nuts for animals to eat. Seals swim in the ocean to find fish. They eat lots of fish and they get very fat. This helps them to be warm.
Listen and practice.
In the Arctic and the Antarctic, it's very cold and dry. A lot of the water is ice or snow. There are no trees. Plants can't grow in these places. There's white ice and snow everywhere. There aren't many animals in the Arctic and the Antarctic. There are no leaves, fruit, or nuts for animals to eat. Seals swim in the ocean to find fish. They eat lots of fish, and they get very fat. This helps them to be warm.